Hello?
Hello, Roger. Good afternoon.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm so.
Okay, very great. It's been a week or 2 weeks since we had our class. So how is your exams? Is it good? Are
It
your are your exams easy or hard or
hard.
difficult? Oh, it's difficult. Oh no. But it's already done. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, so now, Woodruff, so since we didn't have our class this past few weeks, we will now going to continue starting today. So are you ready to start?
Mm,
Yes, I will now going to share you your book. Wait for a moment. Okay, so here is your book for today's class, and this is just a continuation of your previous book, Unit 2 about the history of hot air balloons. So on this one, you will be having three phrases again to start this topic. And all you need to do is to complete the picture reading. So can you complete the picture reading?
There is riding in
Mm-hmm.
uh there is a hot air balloon in the air.
Okay.
Some people are riding in a big basket. They're looking at the chimney from the front.
Burner.
Uh,
Okay, great. So as you can see, we have um a hot air balloon. Okay, so there is also people who are riding in a hot air balloon or in the basket. And they are looking at the flame from the burner. So how about you? Have you ever saw a hot air balloon like this? Have you ever saw a hot air balloon?
eh,
Yes. Oh, so how about you? Do you also want to ride a hot air balloon? Do you also want to ride a hot air balloon like those people?
eh,
Yes. Oh, okay. What a great experience. Okay, because if you were going to ride on that one, you shouldn't have any fear at heights because you will going to go into the air or a very high place. So meaning you shouldn't have any fear at heights. Okay, now let's try to move on with the next. So here are the words that you will be having on this topic. Okay, again, you will be having 8 words for this. So let's start with number one.
inventor,
Very great. Inventor. So inventor are those people who invent new things or create new things. Next one.
hot air balloon,
Again, the hot air balloon, the one that we discussed earlier. Next.
smoke,
Smoke. So if there is a fire, there is also a smoke or a gray screen that came from fire. The next one.
okay,
Yes, silk is like a cloth or a piece of cloth. Okay. Next,
tie,
tie. Very good. Like for example, you if you will going to wear your shoes, you need to tie the lace or tie your shoes. Okay. Next one.
basket,
Okay, a basket like this. So earlier, a hot air balloon have a basket. So basket is a things for people to get in. Okay, and next one,
tie,
one more time, flight.
tie,
Yeah, so flight is like to go into the air. And last one,
when,
okay, land. So flight is to go into the air while land is to go or go down on land. Okay. So those are the words that you will be having on this topic. But before that, do you have any more questions?
no,
Okay, no. So if you don't have any more questions, we will going to have now the definitions of each word. So here are the definitions. So let's start with one.
To move down to the ground.
Mhm.
When
Okay, very good. Land. Number two,
someone who diriges,
designs.
desires, and makes you things. Inventor.
Yes, very good. Inventor. So I have a question for you. Would you? Do you want to be an inventor?
No.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to create new things. Okay, that's why. Now, how about number three?
So great.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Okay.
that is produced
Mm-hmm.
by fogging,
Burning.
burning something.
Okay.
Smoke.
Yes, smoke. Because as what I said earlier, smoke is like a gray gas from fire or from something that is being burned. Okay. And number four?
Or act of flame. Right?
Okay, fly. Very good. Next one.
Or country. Country.
Con container.
Container for hanging things.
Mhm.
Basket.
Okay, a basket. Great. Okay, number six.
Or soap and shiny cloth.
Cloth. Yes. A soft and shiny cloth.
Okay.
Okay, it's silk. Next one. Seven.
So pastel wheels string
Mhm.
type.
Okay, did that because fasten is like to fasten something or to connect something. Okay, and number eight, last one.
A large balloon filled with hot air used for carrying people up into the sky. Hot air balloon.
Okay, very great. Hot air balloon. So all done, and you all got the correct answers here. So we will now going to move on the next one, which is the sentence. So here you will be having two sentences again. So let's start with number one.
They used smoke from a fire.
Great. Number two,
The bros,
the brothers.
the brothers began to try their invention.
Okay, very great. So the brothers wanted to try their invention. Okay, all done. And those sentences are the sentences that you can see here on the passage, which is this one. So on this one, or on the passage, we will going to talk about the history of hot air balloons, or meaning, how do they use hot air balloons in the past? Okay, now we have the brothers, and the names of the brothers are um Montgolfier. Okay, so the Montgolfier brothers, can you read this one?
The Mongol bird,
Yeah, Montgolfier.
Mongol, were from pennies.
France.
Pennies. They were the inventors of the hot air balloon. They used smoke from a fire and filled a sky bag. Then they tied it back to a basket. The brothers one weekend
Wanted.
weekend to try their invention.
Mhm.
Their first flight was in September
Yeah, September.
of 1000
Okay, or 1783.
1783
Mm-hmm.
in front of the King's Gate
Castle.
Castle. Many people were there to watch the first flight, landing,
Including
including the King and the Queen. The hot air balloon went high
mhm,
to the sky and stayed in the air for almost 9
minutes.
minutes.
Okay, great. So here are the passage. So there is a brother, or there are brothers. So they are the Montgolfier brothers, and they are from France. Okay, so they are the one who invented the hot air balloon. So on this one, they use smoke from fire and filled a silk bag. So on this one, they want to try, or they wanted to try their invention. That's why in their first flight was in September of 1783. That was their first flight in front of the King Castle. So there are many people who also watched their first flight, including the king and the queen. So it became successful because the hot air balloon went into the sky, and it also stayed in the sky for almost 9 minutes. Any questions?
No,
Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, let's try to move on now. And the next one, which is this. How about the next one?
the scientist Japan
Yes, Jean Francois
choice Peter
Pilatre.
penetrate be closer
Mm-hmm.
and his friend Penko
Yes, Francois.
controls Lentor
Mm-hmm.
were the first people to travel in a hot air balloon. They made their journey
Mm-hmm.
to Moon later on November 21, 1083.
Okay.
The king of pennies returned despite this time the hot air balloon was up in the air for 20 minutes, then in landing,
Landed.
landing in a period. Some farmers were second
Scared.
scared of the hot air balloon. They didn't know what it was. Today, hot air balloons are popular because the view
View.
from them is always fantastic. A lot of people go for rides and some people even
Get.
get in them.
Okay, one more time. Married.
Marrying.
Okay, good. So on this one, on the first paragraph, we have the Montgolfier brothers, who is the first inventor of the they were the inventor of the hot air balloon, and their first flight was in September in front of the king's castle. But on the next one, there are scientists who are Fran, Francois and Francois Laurent were the first people who traveled the hot air balloon. So remember, the Montgolfier brother are the first inventor or the inventor of the hot air balloon, and they are the first person or who tried to fly it for 9 minutes. But on this one, they are the first people who travel in the hot air balloon, and they made the journey for 2 months on November 21st, 1783. So the King of France watched this too. But this time, they was up in the air for 20 minutes. And it also landed in the field where there are farmers, and they were scared because maybe the farmers, they only see it for the first time. That's why they were scared. But nowadays, hot air balloon are popular because many people try or try to ride it because it gives a fantastic or amazing view. And some people even get married in them. Any questions?
No.
Okay, no. So if you don't have any, let's try to move on now with the comprehension. Okay, let's start with one.
What is the passage menu about? She?
Okay, great. So the story is about the history of hot air balloon. About number 2.
What is true about the hot air balloon at the Montgolfier
Yes?
brothers' first flight?
Okay.
She?
Okay, which is true? Which is true about it?
A?
It didn't go up into the sky, but it go up into the sky. They successfully bring it into the sky.
B?
Yeah, it's B. So it is true that the first flight of the Montgolfier brother was only for about 9 minutes. Okay, and that number 3,
What is not true about the hot air balloon?
which is not true about hot air balloon.
B?
What is it?
B?
Okay, B. So the scientist Jean-Francois Pilatre de Rozier invented it because they are not the one who invented it. Because the hot air balloon was invented um of Montgolfier brothers. The next one, we have true or false. Number 1.
Mm, the inventors of the hot air balloon were from Paris. T?
Okay, C. They are from France. Now, how about number 2?
The Montgolfier brothers filled a basket with smoke from a fire.
The Montgolfier brother filled a basket with smoke from
F? F?
it's F because it's not a basket. So what is it?
Balloon?
Oh, they filled the a silk or the cloth with basket with smoke, not the basket, because basket is the one who carry people. Okay. Next, number 1 here, you need to complete the answer. So why were some farmers scared of the hot air balloon?
Mm, because
Because they didn't
it, mm,
blank what it was.
no,
Okay, they didn't know what it was. That's why they are scared. Okay, how about number 2? Why are hot air balloons popular today?
because the view from the hot air balloons is always home
One?
first
No?
and it's
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Yeah, you remember now. Because the view that the hot air balloon gives to people is always fantastic or fascinating or beautiful. Okay, now let's try to have the graphic organizer. So on this one, the graphic organizer, we need to write the numbers in the correct order, or meaning it is the sequencing. So the story, or this one is the history of the hot air balloon. So as you can see, we already have number 1. So this one is number 1. The Montgolfier brothers were the inventors of hot air balloon. So what do you think is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7?
Mm,
So this one is number 1. This one is the clue. So what do you think is number 2?
today hot air balloons are popular. Some people even get
I
medal
think
in them.
I think that is the last one. We are we are trying to find number 2. So first, Montgolfier brothers were inventors of the hot air balloon. So on that case, what happened next in the story that we read? What happened next?
The hot air balloon stayed in the air for almost 9 minutes.
Mm, okay, you're almost there. But before this, what happened before this? Because I think this is number 3. But what is number 2? When is the first flight?
Mm, their first flight was in September of 1007 AC.
Okay, and number 3 again. What is number 3?
The hot air balloon stayed in the air for almost 9 minutes.
Okay, how about number 4? It is in the second paragraph or in the next page that we talk about. 4.
The scientists in Penny
Francois
Esco trade
Pilatre.
trade be loser
Uh-huh.
and his friend Pang
Francois Laurent.
Laurent were the first people to travel in a hot air balloon on December 21 7 AC.
Okay. Number 5.
The hot air balloon was up in the air for 20 minutes
Mhm.
and landed in a field. Today at Auburn are popular. Some people even get mirrored,
Merit.
mirrored
Mhm.
in them.
Okay, great. So that one is the step-by-step process on what happened in the passage that we read. So do you have any more questions about this one?
No,
Okay, so remember, the Montgolfier brothers are the one who invented the hot air balloon. And the first flight was in September 1783. On the other hand, the first flight was the first flight stayed in the air for almost 9 minutes. Okay. On the other hand, we have the two scientists who are the first people to travel using a hot air balloon on November 21st, 1783. And they stayed into the air for almost 20 minutes. Any questions?
no,
No. So if we don't have any, we will now going to move on the next one. So here is the last one on this topic, which is the summary. So can you please try to have the first sentence?
hot air balloons were test from September
Oh, no.
1st.
Mm-hmm.
Inventor
Yes, it's invented.
in her place in 1780 in in first
No.
September.
Okay, September.
The Montgolfier brothers used smoke from a fire to pure a square bag. They tied the bag to a basket.
Okay, very good. Basket.
The balloon fell in front of the king and the queen, but there were no people in it. In November, Jean
Francois.
Francois Peter
Mhm.
P. Roger and his friend Francois Red
Yes.
were the fight.
Oh, what is it? We're the
Fight
first. We're the first. Oh, no. You're the first.
first people to ride in a balloon. There were for 20
Minutes.
minutes. The king of Venice Watcher is tried to.
Very good. Okay. So on this summary, the Montgolfier brothers are the one who invented the hot air balloon, and they tried to fly or flew it in front of the king's and queen castle, but there were no people on that time when they try it. But on this one, that's why Jean Francois and Francois Laurent were the first people who ride in the hot air balloon. So now that will be all for today's class. So do you have any questions before we end?
No,
Okay, so thank you for your time, Wilju, and it's nice to see you again. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye.
bye bye.